about falling on your face on stage or having a major trip and embarrassing the heck out of yourself? Hey guys, you're not alone. I have found this to be one of the top concerns of my clients, so this is totally understandable. I mean, some of you guys are putting on these 5 to 6 inch heels for the first time and walking around. Hi, I'm Michelle from Get Poised. I know that this can be really daunting, so today we're going to practice 3 walking drills together. So grab your heels and get ready to follow along with me. Let me just say that I have never seen anyone fall on stage. Now, on the flip side, I have wobbled in every show that I've done. The nerves are there, the adrenaline's pumping, but I really think that accepting the fact that you're probably going to have a little bit of a wobble when you get up there will go a long way in feeling more comfortable about it. Now, that being said, there are definitely things you can do to prevent any issues. The big answer, of course, is practice, right? Lots of walking around the house in your stage shoes, and they feel very different than your everyday heels do. So when you start, I want to make sure that you keep your feet closer to your body. In other words, don't take big steps outside of your base of support until you feel comfortable. Also, you want to practice walking on a wood or a laminate floor if you can, so that it's closer to the feel of the stage if possible. Okay, and I would recommend not walking on carpet, especially if it's thicker. Now, a lot of people will tell you to do your household chores in your heels. I would caution you to keep it to standing activities like doing dishes. If you are trying to, let's say, vacuum, it wouldn't take much to twist or sprain your ankle, and you definitely don't want to risk that and be out of the game for a while. So as a posing coach, I highly recommend practicing walking drills. So let's go over a few now. The first drill is walking in a straight line, and this is going to be the least challenging to start. So let's start with a slow, deep breath in and out to relax some of the tension that you might be feeling. Some of the things I want you to keep in mind as you're walking are to keep your chest high, your belly tight, and to take small steps to start. You want to let your arms move naturally as you walk without over swinging them. And don't worry if this feels super awkward. That's exactly why we're doing these. Your body will learn and become more comfortable with repetition. Now, as you relax more into it, I want you to try to smile and scan the room a bit. If you need to, you're going to pick a spot to focus on, like on the far wall while you're walking towards it. And make sure that your runway is completely clear of debris before you start. I don't want you to be looking at the floor while you're walking. The more you move, the more your balance will be challenged, so go one step at a time as you need to. Now, something that I've found to be helpful is to put down a tape line to help you with your foot placement. So I would recommend that you use painter's tape so that you don't get a lot of tape residue on your floor. But if you are worried about marring your flooring at all, then just try a small inconspicuous area of your floor first. When you walk forward, you want to place one foot in front of the other, coming together in the middle like this. Now, I find that I lose my balance more by looking down at the line. So just look at the wall in front of you and use your peripheral vision to see the line. Take your time and stay tall. If you need a little bit more help with your balance, do put your arms out to the side as you walk. Okay, so here I'm going to show you what not to do on stage, but it's a really great practice drill that's a little bit more advanced. So when you walk on stage, you don't want to cross your feet like this. It's really too much and it could set you up for a fall. Now, I will say that if you are a bikini competitor, You could probably get away with a little bit more of the crossing over than with figure. Figure, just stick to the keep your feet in the midline, okay? Now, when you do feel stable in your straight line practice, add this drill into your walking practice. It's really good to help you get that balance a little bit more in check. So while we're talking about what not to do with your feet, here's one more big one. Definitely don't keep your feet apart like this. It looks like you're walking over to get some weights in the gym. Now, if you only wear tennis shoes and flats, you may automatically walk like this without even thinking about it. But this actually looks especially terrible in a bikini. So if this is a habit you have, we want to fix it now. So in wrapping up this forward straight walk, I want you to notice that I'm focused on keeping my chest up, staying relaxed, and smiling. I'm also thinking about engaging with the audience. And what we're going for is that confident, sexy, I own the stage kind of vibe. You know what I mean. For the second part of the straight line drill, we are going to walk backwards. Okay, don't worry. You want to take it slow and try to bring your foot to that midline behind you. I think it's super helpful here to keep that focus on a spot on the wall. When you're starting out, and any other time that you need to, keep those arms out to the side. It really helps with your balance. Again, make sure there's no clutter in the area so you don't have to keep turning around to check. And keep those steps small. Your toe is coming just behind your heel. You don't want to take steps larger than that, or that will really throw you off. You are doing great. Ready for drill number 2? All right, let's do some sidestepping. Keep your head up, don't look at the floor, and take small steps to the side. Now, if you need to, go ahead and put your arms out to the side. That's okay. Remember to stand tall, no slouching, and keep your chest up. If you're in a lineup on stage and that judge asks you to take 2 steps to the left, you want to know in advance what that feels like and know that you can do it. Before we move on to the third drill, I want to cover arm movement real quick. So you want to be aware and in control of your arms. Over swinging like this, it looks hurried, it's distracting, and it's really less classy overall. Now conversely, you don't want to have no arm swing either. This makes you look too rigid. You can see it's hard for me to even keep that rigidness while I'm walking. But you are looking for that sweet spot where you have a natural but controlled arm swing in your walk. The last one I want you to try with me today is box steps. This is drill number 3 and it's a little more complex. So I want you to stand next to a wall or a counter to hold on to start if you need to. We definitely don't want a sprained ankle. So let's start with your left foot. You're going to take a small step forward with your left foot, cross your right foot in front of the left, take a step back with the left, and step back with the right. One more time, left, right, left, right. Now let's do that 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, left, right, left, right. Don't forget to put those arms out to the side if you need to balance yourself, okay? And last one, left, right, left, right. Now I'm going to turn myself to the side so you can have a different angle. I want you to do 5 more, but you can still stay facing the same direction, okay? 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, left, right, left, right, 4, 2, 3, 4, and last one, left, right, left, right. Now don't forget to breathe, guys. I see you. We're going to switch and start with the right foot. So take a small step forward with your right, cross over with your left, right foot comes back, left foot comes back. Let's do that 5 times. Left, right, left, right, 2, 2, 3, 4. Left, right, left, right. 4, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Sometimes this is actually harder to do slow. Now again, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see that angle, but you can stay facing forward. I'm putting my arms out for balance. Please do that if you need to. Right, left, right, left. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. Don't take too big of steps. 4, 2, 3, 4, and last one, right, left, right, left. Okay, good job. Okay, ladies, now we're going to speed it up. I want you to follow along with me. Left, right, left, right. Okay, we're going to go about twice the pace we did before. Keep those arms out for balance. And you're going to find it's probably a little bit easier once you get your rhythm to move a little bit faster than it is to go super slow. So again, when I'm turning, it's just for you to see a different angle. You don't have to also turn. Keep leading with that left foot. Left, right, left, right. Okay, now we're going to switch it up and start with the right foot. Right, left, right, left. Keep going. You got this. Try not to look at your feet. Look straight ahead. Keep your head up. Your body will follow your head. So if you start looking down, your whole back will start bending over and it'll be harder to do this. Stay nice and tight and tall up top. Nice. Stay focused so you don't trip over your feet. And then for the very last part here, I'm just going to show you my whole body and how it looks when I'm actually doing these. Believe me, after you practice these for a while, you're going to start feeling a lot more comfortable in those shoes. Okay, those are all the 3 drills, but I lied and I have one more bonus practice. Okay, so when you receive a trophy, the presenter is going to usually put it on the floor in front of you so that it's not awkward for pictures, but then you got to pick it up. So let's practice that. What we don't want is for your legs to come open when you squat down. Okay, no inadvertent crotch shots, please. What you want to do is keep your knees together, moving slightly to the side. Just know that people are taking pictures the whole time you're on stage, and we want to keep it classy. Great job, ladies. Now, this does get easier with practice. And as you get better at it, I want you to try to add some sass, okay? Put on some music that makes you feel good and happy and ready to strut around the house. You're going to want to get to the point where you can feel good doing this. Because when you get on stage, you're going to need it, okay? So another great way to prevent falling is lots of posing practice. Not only does repetition help you to have a better flow with your poses, but also doing the turns, the transitions, the walking, it lets you practice what you're actually going to be doing on stage. And this refines both your dynamic balance and your poses. So you want to remember to keep your head up in neutral, keep your chest up, and keep your shoulders slightly back. And then when you're comfortable, start adding some swagger to your walk, okay? I want you to get to the point where you're comfortable walking sideways, backwards, forward, all directions without losing your balance, okay? Now, I'm super comfortable in my heels because I've been doing it for so long. But I do still have those bobbles. And I tell you this because I don't want you to freak out when it happens. Now, you do need to practice because you want to move well and you want to look smooth. You don't want to look stiff and robotic. So, when you do have a small loss of balance and you recover and you move on with grace and poise, that is good stage presence. So, will you fall on stage? Highly unlikely. Think of your favorite competitors and how they move. They've put in the work so that it looks easy. You can do the same, and I can help you. So shoot me a message if I can answer any of your questions. I really want to help you to succeed. If you got some value today, please smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to follow me on social. Have a fantastic day.